What is the market advice for September based off of historical data?
Buy in September. We're gonna make everything real simple. We don't need all the complicated answers when the market moves 3.5 standard deviations. No, if the market drops in August and September, we're going to buy in August and September. Rashad, guess what? On the months when it's up in April and January, what we're going to do? We're going to buy in April and January. We're going to put in chat. We're going to buy every month. We are going to buy every single month. Now, if we have a dip, which we had a little bit of a pullback, some people were worried about Bitcoin. You shouldn't be. But the biggest lesson is to be able to buy a certain amount of shares every month, regardless of what the market is doing. That includes crypto. We're hovering at like 109 and some change. We should hit 107 or 106 on Bitcoin. But the key is to buy every month. And also, the ratio of execution of buying is more important than the ratio of information that you take in. It's great to know all the information in the world, but some of the people I've seen have the biggest returns and the most amount of shares, they just buy and don't look at all the information and say, okay, I know these are the 4 I'm going to invest in. Like I was talking earlier, if you're in media, Microsoft, Nvidia, Netflix, Google are the only 4 you need in media. Well, what about Paramount Extra Plus? Not in the equation. Disney, love Disney, the corporation. Shout out to everybody on the executive board, yada, yada. But those are the big 4. Make it simple, buy every month. And if we have a great pullback in September, it's your time to execute.
Yeah, I figured you was going to go that route. I had buys, but I switched mine up. I put have reserves. Right. So make sure, I know people are investing every month, but make sure you have money to invest. And so having reserves is important. We talked about the interest rates, and we'll know about that in the next couple of weeks in this month. But I think something that gets looked over, especially in the futures market, definitely in the options market, is quadruple witching, which is going to happen this month. So it happens in the 3rd month of each quarter, the 3rd week. So September 19th, circle that on your calendars. Circle that on your calendars. That is an expiration date where all simultaneously will expire. So the options market will have expiration dates on that date. Futures markets, ETF indexes, they all have it around that time. And so what you'll see is people will sell to take profits. All right. So you're going to see sometimes a downtrend or a nice correction or a pullback around that time. But that's all part of the game, right? You're in this to make money. And so when people make money and they take profits, this is what happens. And so circle that date, September 19th, around that week, you might see some volatility. And that will happen at the same time, presumably when we'll know about the interest rate hike or, maybe not a hike. So it should be an interesting time. There will be some volatility here, but have some reserves in the event either way, because like you said, you want to make sure that you're getting at the right price, which is why you're inside a stock club. But you want to make sure that you're getting it for the long term. And so you can get some really generational prices and keep them for the long term. So have reserves. That would be my 2 words.
Yeah, if SPY gets back to 638.45, that's the area I would like to potentially enter. And then also with quad witching coming up, you want to be out 3 or 4 days before the expiration. You don't want to hold them into that actual date. And I know sometimes it can be fearful to hold for a long period of time, but when everyone says, I want to buy the dip, from a mathematical standpoint, September and August would give you those entries. If you're looking to hold for a long term, 5 years, like you won't even remember any drawdowns or pullbacks that you had, but September is definitely a great time, especially going into the 4th quarter and into the Christmas rally.
Yeah.
And into January, you're going to be okay. Hold for the long term.
Yeah. So anybody that's been with us and watching some of these contracts, tomorrow, I would have did it today if the market was open, but tomorrow I'm going to have to, exercise some of these contracts. I'm probably not going to exercise them to add more shares. We'll probably take capital and reinvest. So either we're going to do that. I know we're doing something special for our VIPs. I'm actually going to probably show that during the class so people can see what it looks like to sell an options contract.